What is good viber? How are you doing today? It is your girl Esther Joy coming at you with another video. On this channel, we love to talk about love, light, joy, and peace. And on this channel, on this video specifically, if you enjoy spreading those vibrations and know you're in the right place, first of all, and you're here because there's a message for you to hear, okay? And we're going to be talking all about the energies of the new moon, which is happening October 1st, okay? This new moon is in Aries, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the astrology side as well as the energetic side, because your girl is getting more and more into astrology and she's loving it, okay? So I'm really excited to make this video and just share with you some information that I have gathered and what I am, some advice about how to approach this new moon, and hopefully it will help you in your manifestations as well as get a greater insight on what energies are present. So without further ado, let's hop into it, shall we? Okay, so I already pre-pulled some cards, but first I'm going to talk a little bit about the astrology aspect of what's happening in this new moon in Aries. So this new moon in Aries, it is in opposition to Libra. So what that means is that we are having the sun side in Libra, which is the 7th house, and then we have the moon side in Aries, which is the 1st house. Now let's talk a little bit about the houses. The 1st house of Aries is all about our self-perception, our self-ego, and pretty much what we perceive as us. Now with that being in Aries, it is also a lot of more of that cocky confidence that we see a lot of Arians have. Anyways, now if we look into the 7th house of Libra, we can see that it is opposing Libra, which is more about the balance, the justice, but more importantly, it's about marriage and joint relationships, okay? It's more on that serious legal term side of a relationship. Now, because this is an opposition and we have the sun side in the 7th house of Libra, we can see that our self-ego is opposing this joint relationship. Now, what does that mean? How is that applying to the new moon, you may be asking? Well, during this time, there can be certain instances where you might need to compromise yourself, the things that you personally feel are you, and you might have to compromise for the joint marriage or the joint relationship, or however that is manifested in your reality. The deal is with this is that if we stand too much in our own ego and in our own personality, we can find that we're going to have a big light shining on the flaw of that, because it's not really bringing a balance to the other people in our relationships that we are legally inclined to help, or just inclined to help in our lives. So it's really important for us during this time to find a balance and communicate clearly, okay? Communicating clearly is so important during this new moon, okay? It always is important, but especially during this time where there seems to be a juxtaposition between our personal selves and the ones that we, are living with, that we love, and our joint, maybe especially in marriage or something like that, or even in a group where we have built relationships with them. It's really important for us to be able to communicate clearly where our personality is standing and looking at how we can actually, win for both sides. So with that being said, yes, compromise is something that we need to get used to, and we need to understand how to compromise in a way that is actually helping our personal self and not suppressing it. So if you can do that during this new moon, that will be amazing. Really great, good, beautiful energy for you. This new moon is really shining a light for leaders and people who want to help bring the community together in a way, in a like-minded personality way. It will be great if you can find a group of individuals or someone similar to you to help lead and show them where your flaws are. Okay, I'm going on a little bit of a rant, but yeah, it's really important to be vital and open with yourself, because I'm gonna get into the cards now. And we have the Seven of Rods in reverse, okay? So the Seven of Rods being in reverse is almost like they're showing their flaws. That's what I'm getting, and that runs in tie with what I was just saying. The reason why we're doing this is because we have the Fool in reverse as well, okay? So with the Fool being in reverse, we are, I want to say a lot of people are at their wits' end. They're very tired, and we're not perfect. No one's perfect. Sometimes we need to sit down and regenerate, and the Fool in reverse is really giving me that energy. With that being said, though, we have the Hanged Man. Okay, the Hanged Man was upright, but he's standing up, and that is all for divine reason, because you guys need to share your perspective and view, and that's why communication is so important with this joint group or joint relationship. Okay, it's really important for us to acknowledge that if we are not really feeling the hottest, then we need to be able to communicate where our perspective may be skewed or flawed or open to our perspective changing, okay? But I am getting that your communication is going to help by even communicating what you are tired and what your flaws are, where you are lacking insight to change your perspective, but also this whole dynamics perspective. So this full moon is also known as a harvest moon, so it's going to be a great time for you to look back into your intentions from, if you did it from the new moon or whenever you write your intentions and set them. It's a really good time to look to see where in your life have you harvested some of that manifestational energy, okay? This could be in what signs have been coming to show that the momentum is growing. You need to be very aware of where that energy has been building momentum and where it has been present in your life to almost harvest that energy, because remember, whatever we give our attention to, we attract. So if we are able to pay attention to the telltale signs and all of the wonderful energy that is building momentum towards our manifestation, we will be able to harvest a lot more during this new moon moving forward, okay? So with that being said, this is also a really good time to rest, be easy on yourself, be gentle on yourself and others. I know that Mars is playing a big role with Mercury, I believe, so we just also need to make sure that we're monitoring our speech, what we're saying, and making sure that we're not getting too heated for just the pure emotional sense that, our emotions are getting to the best of us. But yeah, so that's really all I have to say about the new full moon in Aries happening tomorrow, October 1st, okay? So fam, if you are listening to this, if you like that, please let the button like it, let me know, share it, comment down below, let me know what parts resonate, what you're doing to really prepare for this full moon. I keep saying new moon, full moon. And of course, fam, follow me, subscribe on YouTube, let me know everything that's going on, and I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day. Namaste.